Vibe shifted, optimism to somber resignation. Still trying to show no weakness, but volunteers saw me messing with gloves, grip failing. Knew it was over. Went to the back, regrouped second time. Collective sigh from the room. Sounded like doom. Regina, mom unwrapped hands, flesh peeling like a banana. Both palms filleted open. Down to the dermis, the nerves. Achilles had his heel, me, my hands. My power came from grip. Now, looked like a fucking physiology mannequin's hands, destroyed. Emotionally wasted. Not just the failure, but letting down Nandor, the crew, everyone who came out. Disappointed them. Without a word, slipped out the back door with mom, escaped the crime scene. Driving to the hospital, couldn't stop thinking I'm better than this. ER waiting room, slumped in a chair, holding what was left of my glove. Looked like evidence from the OJ trial marinated in blood. Mom eyed me, shook her head. Well, she said, I know one thing. Long pause, turned to her. What's that? Gonna do this again. Read my damn mind, already doing the live autopsy. Running the AAR on paper as soon as hands allowed. Knew there was treasure in this wreckage. Leverage to be gained, just had to piece it together. Her knowing that, saying it, fired me the fuck up. Surround yourself with people like that. People who know you'll get back up, who expect you to, who don't let you wallow in the comfort of quitting. Most wars won or lost in your head. That hospital waiting room, my personal foxhole. Swimming in doubt. 800 pull-ups short. Knew what that felt like. Long fucking day, but nobody else I'd rather have in that foxhole than my mother. Don't worry, she said. I'll start calling those witnesses up as soon as we get home. Roger that, I said. Tell them I'll be back on that bar in 2 months. See, failure, it's not the end, it's not final, it's a gift, overlooked, inevitable, learn to relish it. Do the fucking forensics, find the clues, where to adjust. How to accomplish the task next time. Don't make a mental list. Write that shit down, longhand, brutal honesty, start with what went right. Because even in the biggest clusterfuck, good things happen, acknowledge them. Nandor's gym, perfect environment, positive. Handling the second meltdown better than the first, positive. The support crew, positive. The equipment mostly, positive. Staying humble, not blaming luck or others, positive. Then, kick the tires on your mindset. Post-faceplint due diligence. How were you thinking during prep? During execution, where did doubt creep in? Where did focus waver? My commitment, solid. Belief, shaky after the first failure, let the doubters in. Thought about Bannister breaking the 4-minute mile, proving the impossible possible. Needed to stop listening to doubt, internal or external. Decided the record was already mine. Decoupled it from the calendar. Took the pressure off. Task became working towards an inevitability, not achieving the impossible. Shifted my whole fucking mindset. Confidence restored. That was a huge positive takeaway even from the second failure. Tactical review, final vital piece. Improved from attempt 1 stable bar, minimized wasted energy, still fell 800 short. Why pacing? 6 reps minute failed twice. Needed to start slower, go further. The 10-hour wall, response couldn't be a long break. 5 minutes plus was death. Needed to limit breaks to 4 minutes max. The hands, biggest tactical failure, needed a workaround, couldn't change grip width mid-attempt. Only variable was protection. Researched, experimented, custom foam pads Guinness approved. That was the supposed tactical advantage I was missing. Nashville attempt 3rd try. January 19, 2013, 2 months after the second failure, back on the bar. Nandor's gym, started slow, 5 reps minute, didn't tape the pads, just held them. Worked foam molded, insulated. 2 hours, 600 reps, going the distance on loop. Went cyborg, found rhythm, tunnel vision, ready for hell. Blister opened, knew it was coming, but this time, thanks to failure, thanks to forensics, I was ready. Failure didn't make me quit, it made me smarter, it made me hungrier. It showed me the gaps in my armor and forced me to reinforce them. It taught me humility, it taught me resilience. It empowered me to come back harder, more prepared, more determined. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the pathway to success. You just gotta be willing to dissect it, learn from it, and never fucking let it define you. That right there is the empowerment of failure. Own it. This is chapter 11. This is the final weapon I'm giving you. The one question that can cut through all the bullshit, all the noise, all the self-doubt that life and your own damn mind will throw at you. This is what if. But before we get to the power of that question, let me set the stage. Let me show you the abyss I stared into, The point where even the calloused mind starts to crack, where the armor feels thin, where failure looks not just possible but inevitable. Because you gotta understand the darkness to truly appreciate the light this question brings. Badwater, the race that had become symbolic for me. The crucible where I tested myself against the limits of heat and endurance, raising money for warriors. But this year, fucked from the start. National Park Service changed the course. No more iconic start below sea level in Death Valley. Now we started further upcountry, immediately facing a 22-mile climb. Okay, different challenge, adapt and overcome, right? That wasn't the real problem. The real problem was me. I towed that starting line 11 pounds heavier than my usual race weight. And 10 of those pounds, I'd gained them in the 7 days leading up to the race. Bloated. Water retention like crazy. Wasn't fat maybe, looked fit to the average eye. But this ain't an average race and I wasn't average fit. Not tip-top, not even close. And the worst part, I didn't know why. Just the January before, I'd won the Frozen Otter. 100 kilometers, glacial trail race in Wisconsin. 0 degrees, ice everywhere, standard running shoes with cheap crampons that snapped off in the first hour. Breaking trail through snowdrifts, feet frozen solid, toes frostbitten, thought I might lose some. Underarms and chest chafed raw and bleeding from sweat freezing into salt crystals. But I felt powerful. For the first time since my second heart surgery, my body felt like it was putting itself back together. 100% oxygen supply, endurance and strength next level. Technique dialed in running on the front of my feet. Silent, efficient, floating over that icy hellscape like Karl Meltzer himself. I won that race, smashed the course record by hours, didn't lose any toes, felt like I was back, felt like my best ultra years were ahead of me. Took that energy, poured it into Badwater prep, 130-mile training weeks, heat training in 5 layers of sweats and Gore-Tex, running 10 miles to work, 10 miles back, 8 miles at lunch. Long runs on weekends, everything dialed in. Taper started 4 weeks out. 130 miles down to 80, 60, 40, 20. Supposed to feel amazing, rested, primed, bursting with energy. Instead, felt like absolute dogshit, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Weight piling on water weight. Doctors couldn't figure it out. Thyroid slightly off, but not enough to explain this total system crash. Addison's disease, nope. Lyme, hepatitis, raw, clean. Medical no man's land. They looked at me like I was crazy, a hypochondriac, or maybe I was just dying. 2 weeks before the race felt